Several new developments in South Suburban Dalton today. First, the state comptroller has suspended some payments to the village because it has failed to follow the law by providing financial reports.
No reason for anyone from a township to go to a mayor's conference. A mayor's conference is a mayor's conference for mayors.
Several new developments emerged in South Suburban Dalton today. First, the Illinois State Comptroller has suspended some payments to the village due to its failure to provide required financial reports, violating state law. This has raised concerns about Dalton's fiscal transparency and accountability. Additionally, questions were raised about the appropriateness of township representatives attending a recent mayor's conference. Critics argue that such conferences are intended exclusively for mayors, suggesting potential misuse of public resources. These latest issues further complicate Dalton's ongoing political and financial turmoil, adding to the community's growing frustration with local leadership.
You could feel the anger tonight at a Board of Trustees meeting in Thornton Township. The board and citizens looking for accountability to their finances while the township supervisor.
Have you heard the latest about Dalton's infamous super mayor, Tiffany Henyard? Word on the street is that she's been arrested and is currently being questioned by the feds. Yes, you heard that right. The once self-proclaimed most powerful woman in the Southland is now facing serious legal trouble. So what led to this dramatic turn of events? Let's break down the juicy details that have everyone talking. Next VOIC. Tiffany Henyard, elected as mayor of Dalton, Illinois in 2021, initially made headlines not for her leadership but for scandalous behavior. Her questionable decisions and extravagant lifestyle, allegedly funded by taxpayer money, quickly became a source of controversy. From the moment she took office, Henyard projected a larger-than-life persona, even branding herself as the super mayor and using a golden microphone at public meetings to reinforce her self-proclaimed title. However, beneath this flashy image, rumors of corruption and financial mismanagement began to circulate. What started as whispers has now escalated into a full-blown scandal, with legal and public scrutiny intensifying.
There a motion to terminate Keith Freeman.
It seems the walls are closing in on Tiffany Henyard as her former allies begin turning on her. One by one, they're coming forward, eager to save themselves and expose the alleged corruption that has marred Dalton under her reign. Take Carmen Carlisle, for example. Once Henyard's assistant and a loyal supporter, Carlisle has now become a whistleblower, accusing Henyard of unethical and predatory behavior. Carlisle claims Henyard manipulated employees, vendors, and even residents to expand her influence. But the accusations don't stop there. Carlisle alleges that Henyard used township funds to cover lavish trips and unnecessary expenses, all while presenting a false image of success funded by the hard-earned taxpayer dollars of both Thornton Township and Dalton. Carlisle isn't alone in speaking out. Other trustees are now stepping forward with their own stories of alleged corruption and misconduct under Henyard's leadership. As the investigation continues, more whistleblowers are expected to reveal the extent of the mismanagement and dishonesty that has tainted Henyard's time in office.
I am about to address some things as the supervisor. There will be no comments, there won't be anything. It will just be me addressing you guys to tell you what's going on.
Let's not forget how Tiffany Henyard even got to this point. She began her political career as a village trustee in Dalton back in 2013, winning over residents with promises of transparency and change. By 2021, she had climbed the political ladder to become Dalton's first female mayor and the youngest to ever hold the office. But instead of delivering the change she promised, Henyard's leadership took a dark turn, with some residents now referring to her as a dictator. Allegations of power misuse surfaced early on. Rumors of her lavish spending and extravagant lifestyle began making headlines, with reports claiming Henyard spent thousands of taxpayer dollars on first-class flights, luxury hotels, and other high-end expenses. As she embraced this life of luxury, many felt she was disconnected from the community's struggles. For a time, Henyard managed to get away with it, but the cracks in her leadership soon began to show, and what was once seen as a promising political career quickly turned into a scandal.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
One of the most infamous incidents involving Tiffany Henyard was her 2023 trip to Las Vegas, where she and her entourage reportedly splurged on high-end accommodations and personal services, charging the costs to taxpayers. The trip, however, may have been a cover for something far more scandalous. Allegedly, Henyard used the trip to conceal an affair and an assault of a sensitive nature involving one of her allies. When the victim came forward, rather than offering support, Henyard reportedly fired them from their job to silence their claims. These allegations are just the tip of the iceberg in Henyard's growing scandal.
The way that the government always does it is to go and investigate people around her, and that's what they're doing.
Tiffany Henyard's controversial actions have raised serious questions about her leadership, particularly regarding the misuse of taxpayer funds. One of the most notable scandals involves the *CARES Foundation*, which Henyard claimed was set up to support cancer patients. A noble cause, right? Not so fast. Investigations have revealed troubling discrepancies about the foundation's financial activities. Thousands of taxpayer dollars were funneled into the foundation under highly questionable circumstances. Documents show that the foundation's paperwork was conveniently filed on the same day the township board approved a $10,000 donation to it. Talk about suspicious timing. Further digging exposed even more eyebrow-raising details. It turns out that taxpayer money was also used to fund a 10-day bike ride across the state, which Henyard allegedly claimed was in support of a breast cancer bill. But here's the kicker. The bill was never even filed. The optics of this are awful, and the financial implications are even worse. It seems Henyard was using public resources to promote a cause that may not have existed in the first place. But that's just the beginning. Henyard's lavish spending wasn't limited to her foundation. Reports have surfaced showing that she racked up over $67,000 in charges for personal trips to cities like Portland, Austin, Atlanta, and New York. Luxury getaways, to be exact. In Atlanta, for example, Henyard's group stayed at the Four Seasons, with taxpayers picking up a $9,300 bill for the stay. At a time when many Dolton residents were struggling financially, Henyard was living it up on their dime. It's no surprise that her former allies are now turning on her. "We gained nothing from any of these trips," one former associate commented. The most uncovered that Dolton's general fund, once a healthy $61 million in April 2022, had plummeted to a $365 million deficit by May 2024. Even worse, Henyard was caught using the Village credit card for personal purchases at retailers like Amazon, Target, and Wayfair. In one jaw-dropping instance, she reportedly spent $33,000 in a single day on Amazon. As the FBI delves deeper into the investigation, federal subpoenas have been issued as part of their inquiry into the financial misconduct. It's clear that Henyard's lavish lifestyle and misuse of public funds have put her in serious legal jeopardy, and it seems the walls are closing in as more of her former allies speak out. With the weight of these revelations, it's hard to see how Henyard can recover from this scandal. Next VOIC. As Tiffany Henyard's administration faces increasing scrutiny, the accusations against her are piling up fast. 6 individuals, ranging from business owners to a former Village employee and even public officials, have reportedly spoken to the FBI about Henyard's alleged misconduct. It seems like everyone is ready to spill the details, and the feds are all ears. So what's next for the embattled mayor? If the rumors are true, Henyard could be facing much more than just a public relations disaster. With so many former allies turning on her and the federal investigation intensifying, it's only a matter of time before serious legal consequences catch up with her. Henyard may have used her position to project power and control, but it looks like her house of cards is finally starting to crumble. Next VOIC. What's particularly intriguing about Tiffany Henyard's situation is how quickly it has spiraled out of control. One minute, she's living large as Dolton's super mayor, projecting power and influence. The next, she's at the center of a full-blown federal investigation. It's almost like something out of a reality TV show, but unfortunately for Henyard, this is real life, and the consequences are very real. There's now a rumor circulating that Henyard may have been taken into custody. Could it be true? Could the once untouchable mayor actually be sitting in an interrogation room, answering questions about her alleged crimes? If the rumor holds weight, It would mark a dramatic turn in her already controversial saga. The big question is, what will Henyard do next? Will she cut a deal to save herself, throwing her allies under the bus, or will she try to bring everyone down with her? Only time will tell. Next VOIC. Tiffany Henyard has gone to extreme lengths to maintain her grip on power, even ordering Dolton police officers to continue following orders from her disgraced deputy police chief, Liz Lacy. Despite being indicted on bankruptcy fraud charges and placed on administrative leave, Lacy was reportedly still showing up for work. This blatant disregard for protocol and apparent attempt to obstruct justice only added fuel to the fire. Henyard's actions suggest desperation as she clings to whatever power she has left, refusing to let go despite mounting legal and public pressure.